when you grab the bottle, it doesn't tell you. This doesn't tell us
doesn't tell you
what it is.
Right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And we're idiots because we forgot to turn our mics on. So
we're not. It was an IT issue.
We'll blame it on the equipment. We forgot to record our audio. Our mics were not on.
Which you might have liked better, actually. Maybe we should put both up and see which one gets more views. By the way, now's a good time to hit like and subscribe.
So we just reviewed this Desert Colt from Smoke Wagon.
So we're going to do it again.
Yeah, we're going to do it again nice and fast. This might be a 5-minute or less video. Our opinions of it before were,
I think I was in the C- range. You were in
the
the
D+.
D+.
So we'll see if that changes. I doubt it will because it's been about 4.5 minutes.
So we get spice on the. We get spice on the nose. We get a bit of sweetness on the nose as well. Bit of cinnamon comes in there.
Does not come through on the palate.
No, the spice definitely comes through on the palate.
Yeah. It's pepper, black pepper. You know what? There's a little sweetness with it now.
Yep. There was a little sweetness for me before.
I wasn't getting that before.
I think this one, as it has a chance to breathe, because we just popped the bottle.
Yeah.
So as it has a chance to breathe, I think it might get a bit better.
It's corn sweetness, though. And I don't necessarily love that. If I taste something, and this is MGP distillate, so they're not doing their own stuff, so I don't want to judge them too harshly.
Of course, Smoke Wagon is out of Nevada, out of Las Vegas.
Yeah,
so they're aging it themselves after they picked it up from MGP. They're doing some aging, and at that heat,
who knows
what we're hearing
what
from
happens.
Frey Ranch, from what we're hearing about Smoke Wagon, from what we're hearing about Still Austin down in Austin, they can age faster because of the heat that they have compared to Kentucky.
So,
now, does it impart something into the flavor? Honestly, I have not tried Frey Ranch. I have not tried Still Austin. We are going to.
Yeah. We have had Garrison Brothers, though, and I would say there's definitely a Texas funk.
And years ago, I had Balcones, and I was not a fan. But this is many years ago. I heard that they've gotten better, but this is 10 years ago probably that I did it. And this one, I'm not against. It's got a good finish on it.
Yeah, I'm not bullish.
It holds on.
I'm certainly not bullish on it. If you like spice, this is a bottle I would absolutely recommend. If you were a new drinker, I would steer clear of Smoke Wagon until you kind of really refine your palate.
Work your palate a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a reasonable bottle. It's less than $50 with tax.
This is $47 with tax that you got. And boy, this bottle is frickin' everywhere.
Within a week. Within a week. It wasn't in North Carolina until this week, and then it's there.
As a matter of fact, I went to the Troutman ABC store in North Carolina, and I saw they had 4 rows of 4 bottles sitting there, along with 3 or 4 other Smoke Wagon products that I had to make sure I looked at to see if there was anything special in there. Not quite.
So one thing about this one that I do like that I didn't like about the Smoke Wagon that we tried before, it was a black bottle. This is a clear bottle. I don't like a colored bottle. I want to be able to see the juice itself. And in this one, I can actually see the juice. So that's a plus for me on this one. And also the price is a plus.
I agree.
And it's got a good finish on it. That finish holds on. It stays there with you. I like that spice. I like that bit of bitterness that comes through. That oak impact is there. The question is, how old is it? Don't know. How much does the high heat aging in Nevada change it? Don't know. But realistically, I think I'm not going to go buy another bottle of it. I'm not going to have a backup of this one. But I'm not disappointed that I bought this bottle.
And actually now with my second sip, I'm going to raise my grade for it to a C-. There's more sweetness on it than there was before.
And sometimes just a little air in the bottle can make a difference. Give it a chance to open a bit.
Yeah. And I would still say, if you are new to bourbon, this is not a brand I would buy.
No, if you're new to bourbon, you need to be staying in those probably low proof, 90
Yeah.
90 to 100.
Mm.
Work your way up. We do it all the time in tastings when we'll talk to somebody who's never really done it. You want to get a true sip, like 3 drops, out of the glass, and let that swirl around and get that initial shock over with.
Yeah.
And then you can wait 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and go back for another taste. And then you're gonna get more of a taste from it instead of the shock that a lot of people get from it.
Yeah. So Smoke Wagon. Oh, we didn't even say this is the Desert Colt.
Yes.
Edition. I've raised my grade to a C-. I'm a little surprised that I did that. Are you sticking with C?
Sticking with C.
Sticking with C. So C, C-.
I'm no wishy-washy person.
Well, it redeemed itself just a touch in my eyes. So this, again, if you're new, steer away from Smoke Wagon. Develop your palate. Try some sweeter stuff. You maybe do weeded bourbons and then work your way into some higher rye mash bill stuff. And then...
Because this one drinks like a high rye.
Yeah, yeah. The thing about bourbon is that it can be bourbon and it can be so many different things.
Yes.
And
what's in that recipe, what's in that mash bill.
Yeah. And sometimes when you grab the bottle, it doesn't tell you. This doesn't tell you what it is.
Right.
So we're assuming it's maybe a higher rye, or maybe it's just
strictly based off the flavors.
Or maybe it's just the heat age, the crazy heat that you can get in Las Vegas, Nevada. Because I was there a little more than a year ago at this point, and it was freaking hot. It was freaking hot. Hot enough that I didn't want to be outside any longer than I had.
When it's hot there, it's hot. And when it's cold there, it's cold.
Yeah. So, Smoke Wagon, I'm not ready to completely give up on your brand. I'd like to try some finished whiskey from you, because I think, you say that, but we've had some finished whiskey that you like.
Yeah, but I don't like that I like it.
We'll get you around to liking that you like something. I think like a sherry finish, like an Oloroso sherry finish. Something like that to give it just a touch of sweetness.
Look at you, 18 months ago, you didn't know who Sherry was.
With just that spice that comes through would be pretty nice on it, but I'll give it a C-.
So I think it deserves the C that I gave it. I think it's a good pour, not a great pour, but a good pour. So, and again, like and subscribe, and like bourbon, our videos are going to get better with time.
And as we always say, take care of yourselves.